Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing another episode of Foundation. Before we get into the game, I have set myself a goal to reach 1000 subscribers. If you guys can help me reach that, I would really appreciate it. Okay, with that out of the way, let me tell you about the plan for today. So far, our progression has been hindered by lack of coins. So I'm going to be working on something that should get us some coins and help us with our situation. I will tell you guys about my plan in a minute, but first we do need some coins to start with. So I'm gonna use the mandate to get some coins. This is gonna affect the happiness of our citizens, but we should be fine. Then I'm gonna use those coins to unlock clothing production. So here's my plan. In the last episode we have unlocked trade routes. In trade routes there are certain items we can sell to these traders. For example, if we take a look at here, we can sell them cut stones, planks and things like that. However, there is a limit on how many items we can sell at once. At the beginning, I believe we can sell 25 of each item. So, in order to make most money out of these trade routes, we want to sell as many items as we can to these traders. Currently, we only have one trade route unlocked, and each of these trade routes have unique items that we can sell. So I'm gonna unlock this trade route as well, and this will allow us to start selling clothes. Let me tell you what's good about making common clothes. To make common clothes, we need three main buildings. We need a sheep farm to get wool, a weaver's hut to turn that wool into cloth, and finally a tailor's workshop to turn that cloth into common clothing. Out of these three buildings, the sheep farm requires the most amount of space. However, compared to some other productions like bread and cheese, this requires the least amount of space. We do have this unutilized space in here, which to me seems perfect for what we want to do with the sheep farm. I was thinking to have our sheep farm at the edge of this forest, and then we can have our sheep field go in this open area. The weaver's hut and the tailor's workshop can go in the forest. Okay, this is gonna look good. Let me place down these buildings. With the coins I have right now, I'm going to unlock the stonemason's hut. If you remember, a couple of episodes ago we have placed down these two buildings, but I didn't realize these two buildings require polished stones to be completed. So soon we're gonna have to start making polished stones. But that's not too bad because we can actually sell polished stones in this trade route. And that's gonna give us another trade income for us. I'm gonna place down the stonemason's hut in here, closer to our stone quarry. Having the same type of production buildings closer together should increase the production rate because they don't have to travel far to get the resources they need. But we don't have the coins to build this yet, so I'm gonna leave it here and build it once we have the coins. We have finished building the sheep farm, so let's place down the fields for this farm. From what I understand, the amount of wool output of the farm depends on the size of the field. So ideally, we want a large field for this farm. However, we can only assign maximum of 2 people per farm. The field size should be manageable by those 2 people. Actually, let's assign 2 people to this farm so you guys can see it. You see it says in here the field size is too small for the current amount of workers. Keep an eye out on that one while I'm increasing the field size. Because right now the field is too small and we're not gonna get maximum productivity out of the 2 workers. I thought the opening here is gonna be enough for the farm, but it seems like it's not gonna be enough for the farm, so we're gonna have to go into the forest. I'm gonna slowly increase the size of the field until that status changes, but I also want this to be neat around the farm, so let's make some minor adjustments. Then we can start painting out this way. You see it changed to the field is adequately sized for the current amount of workers. So this is perfect size for our current farm. As we planned earlier, let's place down the weaver's hut at the edge of our farm in the forest. And then the final building we need is the tailor's workshop. And I would like to have that here as well. Let's rotate this building and place it near the road. Actually, before doing that, I do want a storage building here for our production buildings. Let's place one down here, closer to the road. You can use this to store all the materials in common clothes production. Then we can have our tailor's workshop right next to the warehouse. Unfortunately, we don't have all the coins to construct these buildings yet, so we're gonna have to wait until we have some coins. I think I'm gonna use the mandate again to gain some coins. This is gonna affect the happiness of our villagers, but it should speed things up. First, I'm gonna use those coins to construct the weaver's hut. And then, before building anything else, I believe I want to start constructing the stonemason's hut. Here we go, we have successfully completed our first military mission. And with that, the first part of our main quest has been completed. A Mighty Stronghold Part 2. We need to reach 25 combatants, have 250 meters of walls, and attend a weary royal company. This is going to be the second part of the military campaign and our new main objective. Some time has passed in the game and we have constructed all the buildings for our common clothes production. And we are making some decent amount of coins from our trade routes. So I feels like this is a nice place to stop this episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate a subscribe from you. See you guys in the next video. Bye.